What's up out there? For this week's Indie of the Week, I have selected this game, Shadow of the Depth. This is a roguelike style game created by a developer named Chili Room. It regularly sells for $14.99 on Steam, but is currently on sale, part of the Steam Summer Sale, for $12.74 US. As mentioned, this is a roguelike game. Think something like Dead Cells or Hades, that kind of graphical style with not necessarily the gameplay, but just the style of game where you're going to go through and play something. You'll get a few power-ups for that playthrough, then you die and you start back over. I'm not necessarily a fan of roguelikes. I do enjoy them. A lot of them have a lot of fun gameplay, but having to start over constantly kind of gets old sometimes, or you get into a part where you get stuck and you can't get past it, and then you got to start all over, go through all the parts that you're really good at already just to get to the part you've died at. So they don't necessarily resonate with me, but I have sank a fair few hours into Dead Cells and Hades both, and I put a little bit of time into this game. This is in early access. It dropped into early access April 22nd, 2024, and it is pretty fun. I've enjoyed my time with it. However, I would start off and mention that the controls on this, I hated and I almost refunded because of them. So if you go into options and look at the controller, this is one of those games that I think would benefit from half gamepad, half mouse, because what you're trying to do on the joystick is move with the right stick, and then you're moving with the left stick, but you're aiming with the right stick. I got to get my wording right here. And then you're trying to attack, so you have to kind of like move around, aim, and then you can't just take your finger off the the joystick on the right side. You have to kind of just roll over and tap some of the buttons like evade or attack and stuff like that. I tried this on my Steam Deck and I hated it. I was going to play it on my PC, but I couldn't find the cables to connect up my controllers to, so wasn't able to do that. This is the same problem that No Rest for the Wicked had. I looked at that game, I was instantly turned off with the keyboard and mouse movement on that game, and this game had the same problem. I did find that you don't necessarily have to do the controller. There is keyboard support, but it defaults to this keyboard only, which is really miserable. This is tolerable, but not as bad as a controller, but it's not as good as being able to move with a mouse. So they want you to have your hand on the keyboard and run both sides of the keyboard. And I tried this, I hated it. I was about to refund, and I thought, all right, it can't be this bad. Surely there's some way of getting the mouse on here. And even though I looked at this, I didn't notice sometimes you just kind of blow through here and don't pay attention. But I came back and looked at this, read the forums, looked for something, because I'm like, man, surely there is somebody complaining about the control scheme, but I couldn't find anything. So I revisited this, found this option here. There is keyboard and mouse. But this is what I was saying. I wished I could have a gamepad for the left side and the mouse for the right side. That would feel much more comfortable, in my opinion. But anyway, if we go into a new game here, there are 5 selectable character classes. You've got the warrior, the assassin, which I don't have unlocked yet. You've got the swordsman, the archer, and the sorcerer, who I also do not have unlocked. Weirdly, they unlock in an odd order. So you've got like the warrior you start with, and then we come over here to the archer, I think at level 5, and I believe it was level 9. I got the swordsman unlocked. So combat styles are a little bit similar in some regards. Like you've got a warrior, which has a slash, so you can hit multiple enemies at once. He feels pretty good to take through for like bulk enemies. You got a bunch of stuff around you. The swordsman, I'm going to show this off here in a second. Swordsman's more pokey stabby, so it's more precise, and this would be miserable on controller, I'm thinking. Then there's archer, which feels really good, and there's 3 chapters. I believe there's 3 chapters according to the Steam page. There are 3 chapters with, I believe there's a boss fight at each one, so there's like 2 or 3 levels. I think there's 3 levels. Then you go into a boss area to go fight, and when you defeat the boss area, you go to the next chapter. I've gotten to the next chapter with her, and that was just because she's got like a bear that can go distract the boss, and then she can shoot the boss from distance, whereas melee, you're up close trying to fight, and I'm terrible at dodging. And there's a lot of AoE up close. So as mentioned, this is a rogue style game, so you've got talents that you can add points into. I've got points for attack and HP, and this statue, whatever this thing does. I'm still not clear on what it says. Statues have a chance to spawn in regular levels, which I assume it's something I could heal with or something. I'm not sure. Diamonds you collect every once in a while. You can reset some points here and there, like you can reset all this. There's some statue vendor type things. I think I was able to upgrade some stuff in the levels with. And then you've got this rune system where you can equip these runes. It's a per character rune. So like this guy's got these 2 runes. I think Dominion and Lifeblood is what he's got equipped. And then for her, she's got Revelation and Soul Sacrifice, but this one I don't have enough extra runes for. I don't know how you get them. I don't know if you buy them or if they just show up in your inventory. A few things I'm a little bit mysterious on, like how do you unlock these characters? I don't believe the handbook says anything. Yeah, it doesn't really say how to unlock the character. So it's got like their special skills, but it doesn't say how to actually unlock them. There is this book that goes through and explains like what the diamonds and stuff are for, and it explains a few things. So let's dive in and show this off. This would be the starting character that is the warrior. So we're going to start a brand new run, and you can actually, this will save your state. So if you leave, hey, you got to go do something, you can actually just exit, go in here to system, return to title screen, and it will remember the state you're in. So if we back out and we go out of here, if you continue the game, it's just going to pick right up where you left off, or you can do new game and start over. So if we continue back, it is going to bring us right back into here. I thought that was really cool. I came back after playing for a little while, and you know, I thought, well, I'll just pause it. It's not going to save it or anything, and it actually saved it. So I thought that was cool. There is a lock on, so if you hit C and turn lock off, it will not auto lock. But if you turn it on, it will lock onto things for you. So use that as you see fit. That's probably how they're going to help out the controller crowd. Ranged it's very helpful for ranged. I don't know how helpful it is on the melee side, but basically go around here and beat on things. And I think one of those runes that we had, that's escape. Does it show runes? So one of these runes, Lifeblood summon, 10% chance to summon a puppet for 20 seconds during an attack. So that's what these little ghost guys are running around. We have a block. We have a swath, like you can swing around in a big arc. You also have a combo system, so you can do 1, 2, 3, and like it swish, stab kind of thing. It'll drop health potions and life potions. You get these chests, which offer different weapons, so we hit F to pick that up. It says enter, but you can actually hit space and then hold F to sell. So I've got a little better equipment. And then you get into these areas. It's like a little boss fight, swarm mode, horde mode. Sometimes there'll be a boss in these. Early on, it's just this kind of stuff here. And what do we have for a special attack? We've got the windmill. So this is basically a spinning attack that takes out a bunch of stuff in a big circle. I get lost on this sometimes because I'll hit that and I'll think it's, you'll switch weapons and it's a shield bash or something instead of the attack, the whirlwind style attack. Let's see, so we can take a health potion here, go kill this thing. Kill this stuff off. There's a chest down there I want to pick up, but I want to kill this stuff so it doesn't bother me while I'm trying to pick it up. I do like his combat style. He does have a dodge, but it's got a cooldown on it, so you use it, and it's definitely got a cooldown. These things going to swarm up and kill that thing very slowly. Okay, so we pick this up, and we get something worse, and you can sell that. So you're going to make gold. The gold is available for use inside the run that you're on. There's teleporters that'll pop up every once in a while, so if you want to quickly go from one end of the level to the other, you can do that. If we hit F on here, if there was another teleporter, it would show up. One thing I don't really like, I don't know how to explain this, the mini-map. Kind of got an issue with the mini-map. So there's the mini-map. If I hit tab, it just makes it bigger. And then you hit tab again and it goes away. So what I would love is it would put it like Path of Exile. So if you hit tab, it puts the whole map in the center and then a small part of it up in the upper right. That's kind of annoying. Where the problem becomes is if I don't remember which way I've already come down, and if you've got several paths to go and you don't necessarily remember which way you're going, you can't just make it bigger and see. It just makes a an old man version of this that just zooms up what the small version of that is. So it doesn't show more, it just shows it bigger, which is kind of annoying. As you get coins, you'll find these little shop things so you can actually raise your health. You can buy a different weapon. You can buy health potions if you need them. Those just pop up. It's like a little store kind of thing. There's random chests. This one has a skill book for an upgrade. So if we click on that, we are given choices. So we can deal double damage, but take double damage. Don't really want that. Stun enemies for 1.5 seconds after a successful block. I'm not very good at blocking, so I'm probably going to take the ultimate skill. Now this uses the R key, so it's going to add another, which I'm probably covering up. Where would be a good place to put me? I guess we'll do the POE view so you can see the bottom right down here. There's a dodge, there's the whirlwind, and then you've got on the right side, there's the ultimate abilities. We've got another monster down here. If we come off this way, there's a chest up here. Go pick this thing up. And we'll sell that off, get rid of that garbage. Come up here. Now you can actually select between different items. We can get coins, we can get health potion, or we can get an upgrade. Ooh, I think I will take this one, I guess. So anyway, let's start a new run, and we're going to start with the swordsman, which is this character here. We're going to start. I want to show off how this one plays because it's completely different. So she's got this stabbing motion, and you have to be very precise with it because you can't really, the final portion of your combo goes on a wide area. For the most part, you're kind of just pokey stabbing the one monster. Let's see, what do we get here? Gain less health from each stack of Dragon Heart, but increased attack power. I think we'll take that one. That sounds good, sure. But this does seem fairly quick and devastating versus the slower, more of an AoE style attack. She's fairly quick. The only thing is when she gets into a huddle of a bunch of monsters surrounding her, you don't, like, I noticed the AoE a lot more. She's kind of the opposite of the warrior. Like, she starts off with very precise movements and ends up her combo with an AoE type wide area. He starts off with the wide area and ends up with the last shot going into a precise mode. So it's a little bit different of a feel for how this plays. I find myself taking maybe a little bit more damage with this than the other character. But it's kind of the same, same principle. You just got a little different style of attack, that's all. But I do find the mouse movement to be a lot more precise than like keyboard and mouse, or I'm sorry, gamepad. Okay, let's go back out and let's see if we can get a decent run going with the archer. Archer? Yeah, archer. Now this is ranged. There is an ammo cap, so you'll see that there's number of arrows that you can choose. When you start shooting, you start running those down. And when they run out, you have to let it recharge. But she does have a right-click stab, or a slash. So we don't have any coins up here. This is where the auto-aim is really good. And we can charge in here, shoot some stuff. The right-click stab lets you take some time to recharge your arrows, and you can shoot off. Every once in a while, she jumps backwards, and I'm not sure why. I don't get that. Like, I don't know how to do that on purpose. I'm not sure what makes it go off on intentionally, so I don't know if there's like a dodge mechanic you can use to your advantage. I'm sure there's something, if you knew how it was going to go off, you could just make it happen. And so maybe it's the first shot dives off. I'm not sure. So we're going to open this thing up, get a skill. We're getting a lot of skills here. We'll take the ultimate and take that. And she can call a summon, so she can summon in like a wolf. I don't think we can do multiple wolves, but we can summon it in, maybe refresh its health. We're out of ammo on that, so I got to let this go. So basically what I do at the final, or what I did at the final boss, was let that wolf do its thing and go attack. Oh, I didn't want to sell that. I actually wanted the upgrade. My bad. I'm so used to selling that other stuff. All right, we'll take this one. Yep, and then we will sell that off. You do not have to sit around and wait. Oh, I like that. You do not have to sit around and wait for the money to collect. I used to do that, but then I found out you don't have to. You can just run off and it will shoot over to you. So we've got teleporter unlocked, and this is kind of where I'm getting into. Like, I know I came from this area, but I have to remember where you can't just find it for the tab, the mini-map thing. Okay, so we're going to go into the next area. This is like a gateway to that next side, and you're going to find a different kinds of monsters. We're starting right off with upgrades. Attack upgrade. This has got the eagle. This has got the wolf. This is an upgrade to the damage, so we're going to go ahead and purchase that. We will sell this. There's no inventory system, so you can't keep everything. And now we're back to a single arrow. But we can summon in eagles, and these things will fly around and attack. The bear's pretty cool. Fill up our mana. And stab this stuff real quick, slash at it. Yeah, I think that is on the first attack that she jumps back. So maybe you just have to pay attention. Nope. Didn't do that. Of course, I missed, I think, on the first one. But it is nice that you don't... Yeah, so she jumped on that one. I have to pay attention to when that comes off. So it is nice that they give you an alternate attack. Let's go in here. So I could teleport. I thought there was a teleporter over here. Guess not. It is nice that they give you an alternate attack. So if you're limited on ammo, you can at least defend yourself in some fashion. Sell some more of this stuff off. Now we've got these guys that... those things shoot bombs. Wish I could figure out what that, do the ultimate, see what this thing does. Wish I could figure out why she dodges, because I'm not actually dodging myself, but it is handy to know when that's going to kick off. Probably should read the notes and see what they say. Did we kill everything? Nope, not yet. Birds out. I think the birds are timed. So these guys will hold their arms together. These dudes here, they'll hold their arms together until they're ready to attack, and then they spread out so you can shoot them. With her, you can actually do damage to them and hit them. Like it does, not full damage, but it does splash damage or something while you're hitting them. Increase attack power after casting a skill. Shadow Bow Assault has 20% chance to stun the enemy. Sure, we'll take that. I do not know if you can refresh, like, so you can make this thing take damage. And then it opens up to attack. These things huck bombs at you. Kind of wish I had that V-shaped attack. That was a nice attack style. Let's see here. There's going to be another boss type fight or swarm fight, whatever you want to call it here. The ultimate, I'm not sure how the ultimate builds up, but it charges up based on what you're doing. Let's get out of that corner. Get my eagles back in here. Finish this stuff off. Let's see, what's this ultimate do? Can we cast that off that way? It shoots that lightning out. The ultimates are kind of useful. Some of them are, the melee ones are kind of okay, I guess. Is this any better? Nah, we'll just get rid of it. Take that mana potion. Somewhere we should be getting towards the exit, hopefully. Here's a chest up here. It's got some extra damage. You know what? And it's got the wolf summon back. We'll go ahead and take that. Sell this off. And keep on chugging down here. And then, like I said, this is where I wished you could see on the mini-map where you were going, because I'm kind of starting to forget where I was at. Oh, and this is... I forgot these. I didn't notice these. So there are little spiky traps you can get hit with. Did we not call this guy out? Oh, this is just an adjacent area to where I just was. So if I teleport... Yeah, why would I want to teleport that far? I'd much rather teleport further out. We could go back and buy that thing, I suppose. More interested in trying to find the exit and go fight the boss real fast here. I think I lost my wolf. He's off fighting something. The only downside with that, like, I need to really figure out when that jump back happens, because sometimes you jump into spike traps or something like you don't want to, and next thing you know, you're there. I feel like these teleporters are weirdly spaced for this point. Like, I don't need them right now. It'd be nice if they were a little further apart. Okay, we're going to go to the third area. Try to blast through this real quick here. Get some stuff off in here. More spike traps. Sometimes you'll find this whole tunnel of spike traps, like a hallway full of them. And you have to dodge them in order to get like a nice weapon or something out at the end. Enemies do take damage, so if they sit on those spike traps, they will hurt themselves, which is kind of nice. Kick them into them. If you get, some attacks have knockback on them, so you can blast them back into it. Just skip past some of this stuff. Oh, those guys are hucking projectiles. Might be moving a little bit too fast for my own good here. Let's go get this. What consume one means. I'm gonna avoid that. Let's see here. We can go up this way. It was a boss fight. This is probably... Yeah, see, there's these spike trap. Well, no. This one ended fairly quickly. Sometimes there'll be a long hallway, and... Oop, I don't have my wolf out. Rats come after you. Nice enemy variety. Like, they've got different attack styles that you have to focus on. It's not all the same thing over and over again. Yeah, I'm taking too much damage here. Probably should focus on killing things more than moving forward. Need to get some life. Out of ammo fast. I do like that wave of electricity you shoot out. That's pretty... Oh, yeah, I'm taking a beating. You have to stop attacking for a while so that you can build up your life. Or, build up your ammo. I need life potions, man. Give me some life potions. And we got to fight. Yeah, this run, man. I got greedy and moved too fast. Oh, is the consume... The consume thing might be how much... I bet that's how many projectiles it consumes. There's life. Get off my health, man. Yeah, see, I'm not a fan of having to take my fingers off of movement controls to go click on something else or, you know, like the attack stuff. I don't know. It'd be nicer to... I wish they would refine the control scheme. That's the one thing that I'm kind of not a fan of with this. Even now, it's not bad. It's definitely tolerable, but it's not necessarily what I would call the most optimal. You know what? We'll take this. Purchase that upgrade. I just feel like they could be improved. I'm not sure exactly how, but this just kind of feels... like there could be... Oh, oops. I'll fight these guys first. I just feel like the controls could be improved enormously. I'm not sure how. We'll sell this. I don't think I want the eagle. I'll leave the wolf. So we're going to go fight the boss. And I'm not sure what these shrines are. Sometimes these don't work if you're already leveled up to level 4. So if I try to level this up, it says I can't go any further. Is it this shrine? One of these, yeah, corresponding talent is locked. I don't know what that is. This replenishes your life and mana. So I don't know what that middle one is. It's never done anything. And that left one, the only time it's ever worked is when I don't have a fully upgraded weapon. So we're going to come in here and fight the boss. Boss fights are really cool. Well, this boss fight's kind of cool. I love the art and the clean style that this has. Definitely looks good. Have to make sure that I don't get... oh, you can stun. You can knock him out of his special move. They can also knock you out of your special move, which kind of sucks. Let's call the wolf back in, regenerate my ammo. He's got a big thing that he shoots at... oh, not that. He's got... I like these chains that those things. Yeah, those things there. Yeah. Ah, God. I am not good at avoiding. Platformers and stuff like this, I am not so good at avoiding. Horrible dodge skills. It's just inherent to me. don't think I'm hitting him fully. Oh, we're out of ammo again, constantly. Oh, I shouldn't have. And that big swing he's got is what really hurts me in with the warrior. Man, I am running out of ammo fast. Let's see, we can drop the ultimate on him. Do some damage. Oh, I didn't want to dodge forward. I don't know how long my wolf's gonna... Oh, get away from that. That one's not too bad. But I would much prefer dodging with a gamepad control. The left stick on the gamepad, I would much prefer dodging with that than dodging with the WASD. This is not as fun. Kind of give you carpal tunnel a little bit. Nah, I probably should have kept a single point weapon for this. Oh, don't, nope, 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 nope. Ah. So close. So very close. And we didn't hit level 10, so I guess we didn't unlock anybody. Wonder if we do unlock somebody at 10. So anyway, that is Shadow of the Depth. I've been having a lot of fun playing this. It is in early access, so they've definitely got a lot of room to grow with this game. I don't know what the end result is supposed to be, but if this is looking to be something like, say, Hades or something like that, I don't think it's necessarily going to be on par with Hades, but graphically it looks very nice. It's got a very clean aesthetic to it. The UI it just comes together fairly nicely. Like, this has just got a good look to it all the way around. The levels, everything looks very consistent throughout. The audio is very good with it. I haven't had any glitches or crashes, or I've not noticed any problems with it. It's played very well. The controls are what hangs me up on it, but it's not. It was going to be a deal breaker, but once I figured out how to play it with this, it's not been bad. And there is like a big hint book that tells you a lot of information about it. There's some things that I still haven't quite figured out, but for the most part, I've really enjoyed this game. It's been a blast playing it, and yeah, I would recommend it. It's decently priced for what you get. For a rogue style game, I can come back and play this. It's fairly easy in some regards. It's not painfully hard. Like, some rogue style games are very difficult, and I can't progress because I'm just not that good of a gamer necessarily. But it gets a little more difficult as you go, and as long as you're taking your time, and like, I would spend a lot more time trying to go through the levels and level up and get better gear and stuff like that. I kind of rushed towards the end and came into it with a little bit less life. I played my hand the wrong way on the final boss a little bit, but it's not so long to get back to that. Like, one of the things I found with Dead Cells is it took me a fairly long amount of time to get to the final boss again and have to fight him. And same thing with Hades. Like, I'd get further and further each time, but I kind of got tired of going through the drudgery of having to go through it. This is fairly quick. The 3 levels you fight before the boss are not bad, and you're back fighting the boss again. It's not like miserable the whole time and, okay, I got to go through all this again. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Some people that are better at this style of game may blow through the content fairly quickly. For me, it feels like a decent challenge. There, you can change it to hard and nightmare, so you can certainly bump up the difficulty if you wanted to keep, attacking it that way. But I don't know. It feels pretty good for me. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.